The cat fur is bothering my eye. My psoriasis is out of control. Hello. I'm like, my psoriasis is literally out of control. The cat hair and dog hair that is on this dress is driving my eye insane. It's like turning bloodshot. So I just wanted to come on really quick and chat with you because I've had a lot of questions today about my doctor's appointment, and I figured I would just go live and explain it instead of like typing out the answer 500 times, because then what y'all do is usually relay the message back to the people asking, which is super helpful. So, hello. It's late, but I'm just here to chat. So, melanoma or nah? I will explain it to you in a second. I'm going to let people come on so I don't have to repeat myself 500 times. How's everyone doing tonight? It's been crickets. So my question is, what are y'all doing that it's been so quiet lately? You're starting to make us feel like you hate us and like we should just not do this anymore. Not me. But like, you know, the other girls who are selling, they say it's so quiet, nobody's talking to them. And I'm like, I don't know. I have no idea what they're doing. You know, why don't you ask? So we tried to ask, but nobody joined tonight to explain why everybody was so quiet. So Rebecca was just, you know, talking to herself. Hey, Christine. Christine, I was checking the emails tonight, and I saw your email about the denim jacket. She was supposed to send that on September 8th to us. I had no idea it didn't get to us yet. I already paid for it. So we actually, I reached out to the supplier again, literally at 9:45 at night. I mean, they're West Coast time, so it's 6:45. Sorry. The cat hair in this house has been ridiculous. My eyes are going crazy.
Hey, y'all.
I mean, that's fine if y'all can't shop, but like, oh my God, my eyes. Rebecca likes to like talk to y'all, and she feels like she's starting to feel a kind of way like you hate her. She's like, they're like, oh my God. They must hate me. And I'm like, no, I'm telling you they don't. But at least I can, sorry guys, at least I can give a little recon and tell her that, you know, you don't hate her. Can I have some water, please?
Sure. Would you like your cup?
What?
Your cup?
Yeah, my eyes are hurting so bad. Okay. Hey, Lynn, thanks for the goodies. We were doing shower, bedtime.
Oh, yeah. The whole routine.
They were watching Mythbusters Jr. Oh, my God. Oh, no, Tyla. Oh, sorry, Colleen. I know it's hard. I told Rebecca, I'm like, listen, they don't hate you, girl. And she's like, but I'm really beginning to feel that way because they don't even come to say hi. And I'm like, well, that's not me. I'll tell her you love her. She was starting to feel a kind of way. That's why I was like, hello? Is anybody here? That's why she was like, do I smell? That's her way of being like, okay, so something that you might not know about Rebecca, and she's probably not watching, she's probably driving home, so she won't catch this, but which is good. Rebecca has anxiety, and she is very much a people pleaser, and she wants everyone to love her and have a good time with her. And when she starts to feel like people don't, she starts like feeling like anxious, like, oh my God, what? She thinks it's her. She internalizes it. So like if I'm quiet one day, she'll text me and be like, did I do something to hurt your feelings or offend you? And I'm like, no, I was just really busy today. And then but this is the way her mind works. So I'll tell her that you guys love her still. Oh, I'm sorry guys for everyone who lost someone.
Oh.
Okay.
Leave her be.
So let's talk about the melanoma. Is it melanoma or not? I'm so sorry. My eyes hurt so bad tonight. So I apologize if like, no, I need eye drops, but we never have any eye drops. So I apologize if I'm like blinking 500. I look like my dad. This is what my dad does all the time. Matt's eating your cookies right now, Lynn, as we speak.
I'm going to go for a brownie.
So, yeah, she internalizes it. I figure everybody's busy, and that's another thing about Rebecca. Even she's busy because she has her 2 boys in football. So she was trying to actually cut down one of her live sales one day, and I was like, no. Okay. Oh, see, I had no idea she talked about it, Doris. All right, so let's talk about it. Ready? Melanoma or nah? So I went to the doctor today. It was in East Bumble F, South Carolina. No offense. But driving from here to Florence, South Carolina is like a drive I've never experienced before. I literally was just like randomly driving through the woods. I would come up to like a gas station and then I'd be driving through the woods. I came up to like 2 trailer parks, but it was like in the woods, right? And I'm like, there's no way there's a medical office over here. There just can't be a medical office. So I'm still driving, minding my business. And sure as shit, I turn the corner and there's this beautiful medical office. There's like a Chick-fil-A 2 miles down the road. It's like the skies opened up and it was like Regularville, USA all over again. So I was like, well, thank God. Okay, so I pull up and the first thing I notice is that there's a sign on the door that says no concealed weapons or unconcealed, whatever the fuck it says. And I'm like, well, it's a good thing I don't have any weapons on me. Anyway, I go in, again, beautiful office, and I'm nervous because obviously I don't want them to say like, yes, you probably should have gotten that removed 3 months ago. Because mind you, this was 3 months ago and she scheduled my removal actually for tomorrow, which is why my mom is coming down tomorrow because she was going to stay here while Matt took me to get this removed. Right. Anyway, it's a guy doctor and I don't care if it's a man or a woman. My old gynecologist was a man. Actually, my 2 favorite gynecologists were both boys. So I don't care who's looking at me. You know, you're naked because they're looking at your whole body, right? For a full body scan. I'm at the dermatologist. And he comes in, he's like, oh, he brings, you know, the female assistant in and they're like, do you want to check your whole body? And I'm like, man, I don't care. You know, the last lady just checked me. I just want to discuss these areas of concern. So I have 2 areas of concern. I have this one here. And then I have this one right here on my arm. That's new. This has been here all my life. This has been here all my life. That's an indent from a pimple that I picked that was really bad, like, I don't know, 2 months ago. It was like crater.
It bled and bled.
Bled for days. So anyway, and I have this one. Exactly, Sandy. I don't give a flying shit if you're a man, woman, if you if you're not a man or a woman, I don't really give a flying shit. Right. What color, I don't care. As long as you're a good doctor, I'm in there like swimwear. Who's your birthday boy? So anyway, he comes and he looks at my face and he says, okay, let's come up with a plan of action. And I'm like, okay. So he gets out his little red marker and he draws like a, you know, dotted circle around my eye. He draws this dotted circle around here and he draws a dotted circle around this one as well. Even though this isn't even an area of concern. Right. But it was to prove a point. So he said, just by looking at this one, it does have like wonky edges. But he said the reason it could have wonky edges is because of where it is on my face. This one, he said he can tell clear as day. It's just like an everyday mole that I just have on my body. He would never question it.
The one on the side of your cheek?
Yes, but this one, he said, if you look with a microscope, it's kind of got like wavy features around the outside. But he said because it's on a different side of it's on a, like, I'm scrunching all the time. I get sunburned here. I do not get sunburned here. So he said, you're itching here, you're blowing your nose, your eyes are tearing. He said there could be a multitude of factors of why it might have strange edges. He said, knowing that it's been on my face my entire life has given him the confidence to draw that up, mark it they took pictures, they measured it, wrote the measurements down in the chart and said, if this is melanoma, by the time you come back, it will A, look different, or B, would have grown. He actually said that the one on my arm is something I should be more concerned about than this one on my face. He said he would rather wait the 2 months than chop my face open on an exploratory surgery when it could be absolutely nothing, especially since it's been there for my entire life. So, do I have melanoma? I have no idea. Neither does he. He's going to wait the 2 months. I go back in 2 months. He's going to recircle it, remeasure it, repicture it. If it has not grown, We don't have to do anything on my face. He's not concerned about it. However, this one, he would like to remove irregardless, but he does want to see.
He wants to take that one either way?
Yes.
Okay.
This is not a typical mole for me. He said what happens basically with one of these, if it's a blue nevus, is he kind of just cuts it and like pops it out like it's under the skin. And he said the whole thing will just come out and then he stitches it up. So he said he is concerned about it because it did pop up out of nowhere. Then again, I don't know if I had that, but I started looking at myself and it doesn't look like any of my other moles. You can see it's different colored. All of my other moles are brown and this one's like a blacky blue and it's underneath the skin, whereas all of these are kind of like on top of the skin. So he said, regardless, he's going to want to remove that one, but he wanted to leave it so he can measure it with the rest of my moles that he looked at. He did look at my general, vicinity here. Like he saw this one back here. He looked all over. And also he said, this one looks weird, but I bet you shave it off all the time. And I said, I did shave it off probably about 10 times. So he said, well, that's not surprising. So he came up with a game plan. He informed me about everything. He said, by all means, Pam, go outside. Do not hide in your house. He said, you just need to take care of your skin. If you notice that you're getting red, get out of the sun. Yep. Try and put some SPF on. And he did say it was good because my face cream has SPF in it. So he did say I needed to put on SPF on my lips, which I don't do. I need to put on chapstick with SPF. He said to protect my lips. But he said, you can tell you have had a ton of skin exposure sun exposure on your skin. But he said he was actually surprised at how good my skin looked. Right. He said most people at your age would be wrinkly, a little more wrinkly. But he did say that because I do have olive skin, the sun hits it differently rather than somebody who doesn't have olive skin. Like you have to thank all of these people who live in these countries that are sunshiny. Hawaii. They have different colored skin because that's the way their skin is supposed to react to the sun. Does that make sense? Like my dad, he's from Peru. I have my dad's skin. My dad gets tan in an instant. Right. Matt's German descent. Clearly that's much different than somebody who's in Hawaii or in South America. So he did say that my skin does hit sun a little bit differently than other people, obviously. He said stay out of the tanning beds, which I will. I have already said that. Because I fully admit it. Like I'm full disclosure. I'm like, I lived in a tanning bed. So he said, but don't think that you can't enjoy being out in the sun with your kids at the beach. He said, you live at the beach. Like, right. He said, I'm not going to be unrealistic, but he said, you just need to make sure that, you're more mindful of it. If there's a shady area and you don't have to stand in the sun, don't stand in the sun. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's the news. So I'm not sure if I actually have melanoma or not. The last doctor flat out took the thing out, looked over my body and said, that's melanoma. We're going to remove it today. And I said, absolutely not, because I'm terrified of needles. I didn't even think about the fact that they could have butchered my face. I was just scared of needles. And then when she said, okay, well, we'll follow up in 3 months. After my Google research, I thought, if it was actually melanoma and you really thought it was melanoma, like I probably should have came in before the 3 months. She didn't measure it. She didn't picture it. Right. She didn't do any of that. So the fact that this doctor did, and he did a little due diligence behind it, made me feel a little bit better, because I feel like I have a game plan now. Yeah. I know when I go back in 2 months, I'm going to have an answer. Did it grow or did it not grow? If it grew, then we need to remove it. If it didn't grow, then we're Gucci. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Not just that it's coming out.
Not just, it's coming out. And we're going to biopsy it and find out. Because he said it's on your face. It's not like, he said, the one on your back, it's on your back. Yeah. It's a good to biopsy that. But he said, it's your face. Like, it's not somewhere that's hidden. It's not somewhere that's easily accessed either, because they would literally have to cut from like here to here to fully remove a melanoma. So anyway, that's the game plan. I don't know if I have it or not. I'm hoping I don't, but I'm also very glad I went for a second opinion. I never go for a second opinion. However, I've had relationships with most of my doctors in New Jersey for years. So I don't ever, not that I didn't trust her, but I don't ever double second guess their diagnoses. You know what I mean? Whereas here, I didn't have a relationship with anybody. So I'm kind of just doing my due diligence and finding someone else. You know what I mean? So fingers crossed it doesn't grow. I already set my appointment for 2 months from now. I want to say it's after Thanksgiving. September, October, November. September, October, November. I want to say it's November 30th. It's right when my parents leave after coming back after Thanksgiving. So it'll be nice because I told him, I was like, I'm going, full disclosure, I'm going to Hawaii, so I'm probably going to come back tan. And he's like, it's fine. Like that's what he said. He's like, what can you do?
Yeah.
You know, so fingers crossed that it's not anything terrible.
Yes.
If it is, we're going to take care of it.
It's not.
If it's not,
Hooray.
great. Even better news than I anticipated. You know what I mean? Because I went from you're dying, you're potentially dying.
You gotta cut your face open.
And you're potentially dying of skin cancer, like the most deadly skin cancer, to maybe not. It's been there your whole life. He also looked at this, my psoriasis, and said that he thinks that I was misdiagnosed, and he doesn't think it's psoriasis at all. And he gave me a shampoo, one that I've never tried before. So we're going to see how that works. You can tell it's in my eyebrows now really bad. And he said, try it twice a week, 1 or 2 times a week. And by the time I come in 2 months, if it is what he thinks it is, it will clear up by then. So maybe I won't have crazy head anymore. Fingers crossed for no crazy head and fingers crossed for no melanoma. Yes, Jill, I'm so glad he got it all. Oh, thank God. Yes, so guys, this is your friendly reminder to go to the dermatologist and make sure that you're going for your yearly checks. All you do is take your clothes off. You literally wear a little robe. You open it up. They look at your body up and down and with like this crazy magnifying glass with light. And then they say you're good or you're not good. There's some places to check. So this is your reminder. It's supposed to be once a year that you're supposed to go. I haven't gone in about 4 or 5 years because I couldn't find a doctor that I was comfortable with in New Jersey. My eyes are killing me.
If you had a mole and you got it removed when you were a teenager and it came back, is that a bad thing? Or
I don't think so. I think they grow back.
Yeah.
Why did you get it removed?
They thought they were worried about it. So they biopsied it.
Well, if it was biopsied, then no.
No,
It should be
right?
fine.
It should be fine, right? It's just a mole growing back.
Jesus, he's tripping over everything. All right. So that is it. That's the story. Any questions? Ooh, Carol, I'm sending prayers, love. Megan, I saw your pictures today. That looked intense. Chop them all off. Well, it's nice to know that I'm not alone.
Mm-hmm.
Know what I mean?
Definitely.
All right. Well, the thing that's above my head is a Halo Clean serum bundle. You're getting 2 serums and a Halo Clean for $100. The Halo Clean value is at $170.